Om Shanti. I sit on the seat of self-respect. When there is self-respect, I go beyond the desire of having respect, desire to get respect. There is quality of humility. When there is self-respect. Baba calls self-respect as the throne. One needs to be stable and unshakable. So always remain seated on the seat of self-respect. Om Shanti.
हसरत है हमारी बाबा कर दो वो पूरी आके मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके
विदाई तो सदा काल के लिए विदाई विदाई देने का अर्थ ही है फिर आने नहीं देना कि कभी कभी आ जाए तो कोई हर्जा नहीं ऐसे तो नहीं क्योंकि पुराने संस्कार कईयों को बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं आज कहेंगे कल से नहीं होगा और फिर परसों परवश हो जाएंगे तो विदाई दी उसको विदाई नहीं कहेंगे ना तो विदाई देना भी सीखो वर्ष को विदाई देना तो कॉमन बात है लेकिन आप सबको माया को अंश वंश सहित विदाई दे बच्चे कहते हैं 75% तो फर्क पड़ गए और भी बढ़ जाएगा, लेकिन माया अंश से वंश बहुत जल्दी पैदा करती है। 25% अंश मात्र भी रहा तो 25 से 50 तक भी बहुत जल्दी पहुंच सकता है। इसीलिए अंश सहित समाप्त करना। सोचते हो ना नए वर्ष में क्या करेंगे, यही सोचते हो ना? तो बाप दादा सुना रही है कि वर्ष पुराने को विदाई देने के साथ साथ माया के अंश को भी विदाई दे।
आपकी याद आते ही हम तो खो जाते ख्वाबों में।
सदा खुश आबाद रहना।
Om Shanti. Be one with an elevated self-respect and continue to give regard to everyone. Constantly remain humble. Pay attention to all three: your thoughts, words, and deeds. First, you always have to maintain your self-respect. Second, you have to take every step according to the Father's order. Third, give regard to anyone you come into contact with. However, only those who constantly remain humble can become bestowers of such self-respect. Because they are beyond any desire of receiving respect, they become worthy to receive elevated respect from everyone. This is an eternal law. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 6. Be one with elevated self-respect and continue to give regard to everyone. Today's topic: constantly remain humble. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, everyone is good, well. These Avyakti signal, which we take as homework for every day, is like taking another step forward, because maintaining the awareness and then practice, pay attention, and you feel progress, improvement. Many of you had been writing good experiencing that there is a lot of change. I also find that Getting homework every day definitely helps us. Because for the mind, for the time, for the body, for everything, discipline is important, right? And homework is like taking care of the self properly. Otherwise, we listen to Murli in the morning and then get busy in karma yoga and service. But if there is homework, then we have attention, and then we want to do checking and change also. At least I find it's very good, and especially in the evening to listen to Baba. Baba's directions help us to do good Amrit Vela in the morning, and then also whole day in remembrance of Baba, all relationships with Baba. Everything is experience. So for tomorrow, Baba is giving us homework to maintain self-respect in thoughts, words, and actions. Now, if I have maintained self-respect, I continue to maintain, then you never feel rejected or isolated or not included. Many subtle feelings which emerge from time to time are because of lack of self-respect. When there is self-respect in the mind, then you don't think negative for your own self. Whatever our situations and whatever our karmic accounts within the souls, but why should there be waste thoughts now? Waste thoughts about the image of the self. Whatever efforts we make, the directions we follow properly, follow Srimad accurately, then definitely there is a lot of self-respect. But then if lack of self-respect in the thoughts, then we speak that way also. Internally desire to get respect, and externally kind of making oneself feel as if I am not worthy. That's your thinking for yourself. And some say this is how others think about me, but it doesn't matter. Whatever others think, they have freedom. They can say, they can see us the way they want. But I should remain stable in self-respect. Baba's drishti on me, Baba's blessings for me, what Baba says for me are more important than what others think of me. Once Baba had said in a blessing that more you come closer to your stage of perfection, more you will feel the love of everyone. So one is that receiving love, feeling being loved. Other is desire to be loved. There was difference. Same is in action. The trust and self-confidence naturally comes when there is self-respect. To maintain self-respect in thoughts, words, and actions is the first aspect. Now, how can you maintain that self-respect all the time when you constantly follow Baba's direction, Srimad? It's the Srimad which helps you to be elevated, to become elevated. But if I keep following dictates of my own mind or opinions of others and not follow Baba's Srimad accurately, then there cannot be self-respect. Because self-respect here is like becoming the master. Like Baba is ocean of love. So then I master ocean of love. If Baba is ocean of peace, I am also same. So becoming the master is only possible if I follow Baba's directions, Srimad properly. And the third important aspect Baba is saying that give respect to everyone, whatever anyone is, to make that soul aware that you are not worthy, you're not following. That's not my job, right? But give respect so that that soul can experience self-respect. There are many, many souls since childhood, they go through different relationships, different experiences in different contexts. So there is always little confusion. But now when we belong to Baba and have all relationships with Baba, so one of the important lessons is give respect to everyone. It's very simple, right? But also could be difficult. Sometimes if we are holding anything, any impression towards anyone, then the words which could be said will not help other souls. So it makes it a kind of habit that I have to be respectful to everyone. So Baba is saying that those who have such nature of bestowing, so, but this soul is not worthy of respect, but you give. You have to be bestower. Like we used to look at Dadi Prakashmani, always have love and respect to everyone. And so everyone feels good in front of us, right? So they're saying that that will keep you always very humble, but never keep the desire to have respect. Because if you have desire, you will not get it. But give respect, you will get respect. And Baba is saying it's like eternal law. So when we understand eternal law is to give and then take, right? Just the eternal law. More you give, more you get. And it is to not artificial, external, but to help that soul. Because when you give respect, the self-respect of that soul will emerge. And self-respect definitely is very, very helpful. So these are three aspects. We should reflect, think about it, and practice all that. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good evening.
Om Shanti.
Good evening, everyone. I was thinking of Mama when you were talking. You know, we always share stories of Brahma Baba, how he had to face so much opposition and so many insults. Did Mama have to face opposition?
So some opposition was personal, but some was for whole yagya. No? So when opposition for whole yagya, like these young girls, when they came, then parents wanted to take them back. Or in community, whenever there was anything, it was not personally for Brahma Baba. It was some extent, but basically it was for the yagya. So Mama was part of yagya. But Mama was not only had self-respect, was very, very fearless. And that is why Baba will send her, but she was naturally that power of truth which she had, because she was she was very truthful. And because of truth, she had a lot of fearless states. So when she was fearless, you heard the story when she was sent in the court to represent Yagya, and how she declined to take oath by taking Gita in hand and saying that God is omnipresent. She said, no, God is not omnipresent. And I know that even the lawyer was so difficult it was to represent her, because she will say things what she believes is the truth. I don't think it's very easy these days. We even change the facts to make things happen, But with Mama, it's all right, whatever it is, she will speak the truth. She will say that this is not right. So I think that opposition was for Mama too. But it's so interesting that they didn't feel as opposition. Like here, these days, any little thing happen, oh, this is happening, like we feel as a big obstacle, right? But not for Mama. I think she was really a good example. And we also have to, whatever Baba tells us is truth. So that's what we tell everyone, right? And
Right.
stand by that truth.
Right. One of the things I was thinking is in Sunday's Murli, Baba was talking about, and it was played again today, this whole aspect of Maya, the 25%. I wanted your experience of why Baba is saying that 25%, if you leave 25%, that Maya will come. It'll come even more.
But I think it's just now Baba said also, no?
Right. He just said it too.
We revised also, right?
Right, right.
So what Baba wants us to be 100% conqueror, right? I think these expectations, desires, and of course, lack of efforts brings Maya, no? Because what is Maya? Maya is just our weaknesses, right? Maya, see, one is what we call as five vices, Raman, but the traces which are left, that means, okay, there is no lust, there is no anger, there is no greed, attachment, but traces are there. And those traces bring lot of wasteful thoughts, words, and actions also sometimes. Like we are not able to follow Baba 100% because of those traces of Maya. Maya is something which makes you, it's like you cannot be unshakable. But if you are free from Maya, now you will say, who is free from Maya?
I'm going to ask you, was Mama free from Maya?
Yeah, definitely she was free.
So when you met her, how old was she? How old was she when you met her?
I met her first in 1965. So how old she was? Yeah.
In her early 40s, maybe.
Yeah.
Early 40s, mid 40s.
Yeah. I met her.
Did you met her the year she passed away? Because she passed away in 65, right?
Oh, I not only met her, but I was serving her because I was taking care of her medical supplies, and so going back and forth, meeting her. So I was very, very close to her. It's not only meeting, but
so you didn't meet when you came first, like 1960 or whenever you came to Baba,
yeah,
you didn't?
Yeah, I did meet her in when was that? 58, no? When
yes,
I went to Madhuban, yeah. First went to Madhuban, I met her. Was very, very strong woman in the sense of loving but powerful, discipline, and very, very unique personality she had. Love for Baba, obedient to Baba, and make Yagya run in a very, very smooth way. So now I could see Maya around her, but she was not affected. I used to see how No, because she was younger than many, right? Most of dadis were older. So they used to respect her, but certain things like they have to listen to mama, right? Whatever direction she gives, she has to follow. They have to follow. So it's like sometimes there were very subtle things. I could feel it. But mama didn't, she was not affected. See, when you are with Baba, you have intoxication, you're following directions. So Maya will keep trying, but it won't affect you, can't touch you. And that's how our state should be. We cannot say Maya will not come. Until end, Maya will try to influence you, tempt you, attract you. Many little things will happen. And not only us, but take you off your throne of self-respect within
Right, right.
within few seconds, but not with mama. Very, very stable, very consistent. But whatever anyone
So
does,
you
but
never saw her have an off mood, like an off
no,
day?
no, no, no way, nothing like off mood. No, I don't know their energy, daddies. You could never see them sulking and making faces or low in energy. These are like now modern terms, right? But not with daddies, and especially with mama. Today Baba said, full of zeal and enthusiasm. Always her face when she talked, it's very alarm, awakens everyone. Very different.
Right,
You
right.
can be
Beautiful.
like that.
Oh, thank you, Didi, for the blessing. Thank you for the blessing. Um, yes, Mama has always been an inspiration for me. And so any story you can share about Mama would be perfect. And I was going to get into the next one. It's actually from Sunday's Murli. And I wanted, because I've been thinking about it, where Baba was saying about the wings. And he was saying that the wings are the flying stage. And I wanted some more depth about what that means. Like sometimes he says wings are like the zeal and enthusiasm, and sometimes, but Sunday he was saying it's the flying stage.
Yeah.
So, what do the wings represent? Flying stage.
Yeah, you're constantly flying because that's why you have wings, right? It's in the sense you just don't, like your own ideas, your thing, you sit on them. You don't go beyond them, you don't go higher than them. If you really want to be like mama, then mama followed Baba's guidelines and yagya disciplines, and like always remembering that whatever action I do, others will follow. So like I always remember that if I do that, let's say if I sit and I talk to someone, or I keep talking 20 minutes, half an hour. Everyone can do that. So I meet and I talk as much necessary, not just keep chatting, right? So what we're doing, then others will do that, right? And I always feel like Baba's home. It's good to have fun. It's good to be together, but not do certain things which, if new ones or those who are weak ones or our younger ones, whatever they see, they will do it, right? And
Right.
we have to be very, very, if we really want to be like Mama, we have to be very attentive to follow all maryadas and completely, because that keeps you very good, in the sense of we break maryadas and then we know that others will do. And when others will do, we won't like it, right? I'm just giving example, it's recently connected with many. And, let's say you want to go somewhere, right? So when you have this thought, so when you get thought, you start planning. And then after planning, you go to your senior and say, can we do that? Senior has this thought, you all have planned so much, must be so happy. So what to say? But if as soon as something begins, and it is talked and shared, then I think it becomes like, and that's how in Yajna it used to be, that if you have already planned talks, you go to Brahma Baba, and Baba will say, like someone says, Baba, can I marry? And he had already decided he has someone. So Baba will say, go and marry. So some say, but why Baba said it? Because Baba knew that you're going to do anyway. So if Baba gives Srimad and you don't listen to that Srimad, Baba said it becomes burden. So it's like very deep, there are deep maryadas within the yajna. And if we understand and follow them, I think that we set a very good example, right?
Okay, Didi. I'm still curious about the wings and the angel. When we were talking about the angel, like Baba was saying, you are an angel, you're an angel. So how do you feel about your angelic stage?
Yeah, because we don't get stuck, we don't stop anywhere. Within few seconds, you just fly in the sense of, go higher and higher. Don't get stuck anywhere. So, but also it's like you have lot of pure feelings, good wishes for the soul. Whatever any soul is, one who has wings, they want everyone to fly. One deep feeling I always have when I look at souls, I said, if all of us can be together flying, how nice it will be. So
It
that's
will
all
be.
the time. That's what I feel all the time. Why don't we all fly? Why we get stuck into little things? Let's fly, let's fly. Yeah.
When you look back now on Mama, did you think she was an angel or she was just this very powerful, like Durga?
At that time, we didn't talk of angelic stage. We always talk about goddesses and gods. So that's why we show Mama as Durga, as Kali, and all different forms of Mama. And that's what was manifested in various situations, that now she will be like Durga, she will be like Kali. But her first quality was Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge. Brahma, Kumari, Saraswati, then is Mama. So I always think about that quality. And then Mama was like, Durga in the sense of Kali, like so many obstacles will come. But like for Mama, it was nothing, she will just cross them. So that those days we didn't talk much about angelic state. It's only when Brahma Baba became aware, and then we said he flew like an angel, in the sense of there was no effort, no suffering. He flew like an angel. So I think that angelic stage and awake stage came after Baba became awake. Before was basically becoming perfect, complete stage, perfect stage, not angelic stage.
So now I'm curious about the Saraswati that you just mentioned. So if you bring how Mama, even now when you read Mama's Murli, it is so clean and clear, or you listen to the Murli, it's so clean, her intellect is so clean. How would you, what advice would you give us to have that kind of an intellect, that kind of like Saraswati intellect?
And not to have lot of information from outside, because we have lot of information and we color the knowledge with information. And then even when Mama gave examples were very much from Baba's Murli, or based on knowledge, not from outside. And I find that there is a lot of influence on intellects about what is present time, what is happening, but everything is Iron Age, right? It's Kali Yuga. Everything what we've been reading is from Kali Yuga. So it's affecting the reasoning subtly. So the pure knowledge, the wisdom which Mama had, because Mama never even touch any book from anywhere, whether it is religious, whether it is any kind of things, So I think that purity and the truth of her intellect was she understood what Baba is trying to say, every point, even the way she explains drama, the way she explains cycle, in a very, very pure logic, It appeals a lot.
Yes, Didi. Yes, it is very appealing. I love reading Mama's Murlis. They are so lovely. Yes, very appealing. One of the things that Baba was saying that we should promise not to look at defects. And I remember Dadi Janki sharing about Mama and how Mama would never, ever look at defects, never. And so I was thinking, how do we, so if you start looking at defects, so what is your journey? What is your journey now? Like you see something going on. How do you take yourself away from looking at defects?
There are two things. One is that when you look at someone's defects, somewhere it start becoming your defect. That means you will see the defects as defect, right? So it's a very subtle thing. And that is where you need to be very detached observer and just give lots of good wishes, lots of love, because after all, Baba's children, Baba's instruments. So I'm very careful and I'm very attentive that because I don't want that defect to become, no, this is how virus goes, no, from that you see little bit. So try not to go into anyone's whatever is lacking or weakness or defect, but always, give God's love to everyone, good wishes to everyone, so that even that soul is able to remove the defects.
Right,
So,
right.
very attentive.
One of the powerful things that Baba said in the Murli was how your vision can transform souls. And so can you share any examples that in your life where you saw transformation in souls because of your vision?
Like I always look at you also as Sister Saraswati.
Thank you, Didi.
I
thought you were
always,
going to give an example of how I transformed with your vision, which is true, Didi, which is very true. Your vision did transform me.
no, I always say, oh, well, she has such a good intellect. She's also like Mama. And she, so I always think about and give you that loveful drishti all the time.
Thank you, Didi.
Not only to Sister Shireen, but everyone, because we all want to go together. We all want to be together. So there has to be this kind of harmony where we understand, where we, fulfill Baba's hopes, where we do service the way Baba wants, do it very much together. So for everyone, no? Because Baba is waiting for us in subtle regions, so we have to get ready to go, no? So not me alone, but everyone. Is everyone ready to go in a Vyakti Parivar? Yes.
I love this image that you're giving, that we should all fly together. Like I'm visualizing this, like even how many of our Brahmins they are in the US or in this region or in the world, like just seeing all of us as angels flying together. It's a very, very beautiful vision.
Just imagine you have seen, no? Sometimes big group of birds, they fly in the sky, right? So we all will go together. In the beginning, when we used to go to offer bhog, if bhog is offered at 12 places, so 12 trans messengers are going. So we used to see each other flying. Everyone taking the tray to Baba for bhog offering. It was beautiful scene. And in the end, it will happen. The world will go like mosquitoes and we will go like angels, Everyone has to go.
Right. Right.
Yes.
Thank you for the vision, Didi. It's a
So
beautiful vision.
we will keep calling you Sister Master Saraswati, right?
Thank you so much for this blessing. Thank you so much for the blessing. I'm hoping one day I will live up to the blessing, but thank you so much.
No, you
I
always have
feel
good.
your intellect is like Mama's.
No, you always have enthusiasm and aim in life. No? So you going well. Well, we all, I think, see, we all have that intellect divine, but we mix it, we color it, influences there. That's all. We have to be careful not to uh, have any such influence. That's very important. Yeah. Because then you can follow Baba's direction very quickly also. First time, in our families, we used to go for holidays. So first holiday after Gyan, I told Baba, we are going to Kashmir. Baba said, oh, yeah, you can go, but you have to open center. That was my first vacation. And after that, either I go for service or go to open center, but never without it, never. So I still remember those days. And especially now, you all can go to Kashmir. It's a beautiful place. So I stayed for 3.5 years. It was Jammu, Kashmir, Pathankot, whole area. And of course,
I
Delhi.
heard now it's open to
Yeah,
everyone.
it's very beautiful.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, Didi.
Okay,
Om
thank
Shanti.
you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Avyakti Parivar. Thank you so much, Didi and Shirin Ben. That was a wonderful chit chat. We really enjoyed it. And also knowing more and more about Mama is very, very amazing experience because we didn't see in Sakar, but still we can visualize and feel right now just listening about her, right? So, again, reminder to our Avyakti Parivar, we will be having a Avyakti Parivar retreat at Peace Village. Arrival July 7th, Friday. Departure Monday, July 10th. If you're planning to join in Peace Village for a Avyakti Parivar retreat, please do register. There is a link here and we have sent out an email a couple of times. So please do register as soon as possible. And now everyone is welcome. Even nearby areas, whoever would like to attend in Avyakti Parivar retreat, please do register. You are welcome. All are welcomes. Okay, now we will do our Murli, but before that, tomorrow is Wednesday, so our schedule is from Amritwela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And then evening, 5 to 5:30, a Vyakti children class, Murli class, and meditation will start at 6 p.m. followed by Hindi series, meditation commentary live by Didi, English series, and a Vyakti journey, Avek Murli revision. So now let's do our sharing. Actually, we have Ancestor Sharing. So would like to listen. And also actually the practice for Hatha Yoga. So let's watch that first. The tomorrow step for Hatha Yoga.
Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. As I move through the world, I, the soul, am aware of how complicated and distracting it can become, both around me and within the self. But I will not be pulled from my course.
that journey towards complete spiritual well-being. I, the non-violent warrior, keep my eye on the target, my destination, by staying close to myself and close to the divine.
Welcome to Avikti Journey. Avik Murlis from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti, Avyakt Murli, 21st of January 1971. A Lokik invitation for the subtle region. Are you able to write your whole day's chart accurately? Are you able to know whether it is the speed of the mail train? Do you know how to match your sanskaras with those of Bapdada? Do those who have lived with the corporeal form, those who have experienced his thoughts and sanskaras at every second, know how to match theirs with those of the corporeal form? Others have to draw them with the yoga of the intellect. But all of you simply have to bring them in front of you. This is why you have to match your thoughts and sanskaras. You must not waste time. You must decide instantly what you must do and what you must not do. This saves time, and it also saves the power of the intellect, which would otherwise be wasted. Are all of you content with your effort? What plan have you made to be complete? How much time do you need to change yourselves? Have you received the certificate of contentment? Together with being loved by the self, you also have to be those who are loved by others. If those who are responsible for you give you the certificate, then you are loved by others. You have to keep your creation content. You have to catch from their behavior whether they're content with you or not. When you come to Madhuban, you can claim your certificate from the instrument sisters. All these certificates will be useful in the land of Dharmaraj. A person driving a car carries a certificate, and by showing it, he is able to pass. In the same way, these certificates will be useful to you in the land of Dharmaraj. Therefore, claim as many certificates as possible, because these Maharathis are those who are going to sit in the tribunal. These certificates will be useful to you. By taking certificates from here, you will develop the specialty of satisfying other souls. The experienced sisters give you teachings which enable you to satisfy many others. The certificates are the yukti to satisfy many. Does everyone know how to be loving and the form of power? When the creation of the creators who fill others with power is powerful, the creation will never fluctuate in its effort. If the students fluctuate, you can recognize that you do not know the yukti of filling others with power. The specialty is to bring others close and then to make them powerful so that they are able to oppose Maya. This is what you have to add. Obstacles may come, but they must not last for long. They come and they go. This is the sign of the form of power. Those who are content with themselves remain content with others. Even if others try to make you discontent, if you are content, everyone will become content with you. If you consider the defects of others to be your defects, you will become complete. Never think that you're not able to make effort because of a particular reason. By thinking that this is your defect, you will progress quickly. Otherwise, a lot of time is taken up in seeing the defects of others. To be continued. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.